Today, I'm going to be tackling one of the most common questions anyone has who lands in South Korea. And that is, how do I go from Incheon Airport to Seoul Station? Don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm going to be covering the most convenient, the fastest, the cheapest methods of transport to get there. If you're new here, I'm Tams, and on this channel, we share business and travel tips to help you create your own remote business so you too can travel the world. If that's something that excites you, then join our community by clicking the link in the description below. Before we dive into the different transportation options, let's talk about something very critical, and that's how are you going to be paying for your transport? Every single time you buy a single journey train ticket, you need to put a deposit of 500 won for the card. And every time you exit, you have to find one of these machines to put the ticket in to get your 500 won back every single time. That's why it's suggested to rather get a T-Money card, because then you never have to get your refund every single time. Meet the T-Money card. This will be your best friend when you're traveling around South Korea. The T-Money card is a rechargeable smart card that can be used to pay transportation fares. It can be used on trains, buses, and even some taxis. It's super convenient and saves you the hassle of getting a ticket for each and every single trip. There are numerous benefits when using the T-Money card. Firstly, you can get small discounts when using this card compared to when paying with cash. Secondly, is that it can be used across various modes of transport, therefore it's easy to transfer between different modes. And thirdly, is that it's not just used for transportation, you can even use it at cafes, convenience stores, and even some vending machines. Where can you get your T-Money card? You can get them at convenience stores such as CU, GS25, and 7-Eleven. You can also find them at the airport by the all-stop train in vending machines, but those ones are slightly different. These ones are Korea Tour T-Money cards. And the benefit is these are only for tourists. They're slightly more at 4,000 won instead of 2,500 won for the normal T-Money card, but they come with additional benefits. These ones include a range of discounts for tourist attractions, entertainment, and even some restaurants. So it's really up to you if you're only looking for transport or other discounts. Once you've got your T-Money card, I'd highly recommend you top them up. You can either do so at a convenience store or at the train station. I do have one heads up though, the vending machine only accepts cash, so please do have some with you when you're at the airport. If you need to exchange currency to take the train like we did, you can either do a cash exchange here at the Wuri Bank, or use your bank card and exchange currencies with your bank card at these machines over here. You can top them up with a minimum of 1,000 won, but since you're just at the start of the trip, I'd highly recommend you do more, maybe around 10,000 won. Now that you've got your transportation card, I'll be discussing the fastest way to get from Incheon Airport to Seoul Station. You can use the AREX, known as Airport Railway Express. The AREX Express Train is a direct, non-stop premium train from Incheon Airport to Seoul Station in about 45 minutes. It's an efficient, comfortable, and fastest of actually all the options I'll be covering today. This train departs every 20 to 40 minutes, and you can purchase tickets for around 9,500 won. You can get the tickets from either the transportation center at the airports. Alternatively, you can purchase it online at airportrailway.com, or you can pay using your T-Money card. The ride is smooth, and you can also get some beautiful scenic views. There's also free Wi-Fi, so you never have to go unconnected, as well as the seats are quite large and comfortable, so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Once you arrive at Seoul Station, which is a major hub, you can easily transfer via bus or another train to your main destination. The most cost-effective option, the AREX All-Stop train. As it says in its name, All-Stop, it stops at all 11 stations along the way to Seoul Station, which is very convenient if your accommodation is en route to Seoul Station. It is slightly slower though, as it takes about 60 minutes in comparison to the AREX Express train, which takes about 45. But I think it's still convenient for the price. Since a ticket for the all-stop train costs around 4,750 won, You can also pay for this using your T-Money card. While the all-stop train is a little bit slower, it does depart every 5 to 10 minutes, and it is just as clean and modern as the express train, and it also has Wi-Fi. So I don't really see the downsides unless you're in a rush. This train is the perfect option for the budget-conscious traveler who doesn't mind waiting an extra 15 minutes to get to their destination. I know that's us. Let me know if that's you in the comments below. Luggage overload option, the Limousine Bus. The Limousine Bus takes about, on average, an hour to get from Incheon Airport to Seoul Station, depending on traffic. But the seats are plush, comfortable, there's lots of legroom, and plenty of space for your luggage. And there's even some free Wi-Fi on some of the options. It's a good one for those overpacked bags. You can find Limousine Bus ticket booths outside Terminal 1 by Exit 4, since that one's the best, since that's the closest to the bus you'll be using. Alternatively, there's other ticket stations outside on the curb. For Terminal 2, you can head downstairs to the Transportation Center by B1, and you'll see signs there clearly marked for the Limousine Bus. Tickets cost around 18,000 won, and buses leave throughout the entire day, as well as the staff at the ticket counters do know how to speak English, so if you've got any questions, please do speak up. There are several limousine bus routes, so I hope you make sure to check which is the correct bus for you to hop on to get to your right destination within Seoul. Don't worry, if you're confused, you can either hop onto the Incheon Airport website, or you can ask one of the staffs at the ticket booth, as they'll have detailed maps as well as schedules so that you hop onto the correct bus. The most convenient option, taxis. For those who are looking for a door-to-door service, taxis are the best option to go for. Taxis run 24/7 from Incheon City into Seoul, and it's not just that, it takes around 60 minutes to get into town depending on traffic. Korean taxis are also known to be clean, reliable, and the drivers are generally professional. There are 4 different types of taxis. You've got your standard, your international, your deluxe, and your jumbo taxi van. For a standard taxi that can take up to 4 people with minimal luggage, will cost you around 55,000 won to get you to the middle of the city if you don't hit traffic, as well as an additional 3,000 to 5,000 for tolls. So that would be around 60,000 for 4 people. International taxis cost around 20% more, since these taxi drivers can speak Chinese, English, and Japanese. Deluxe taxis are approximately 40 to 50% more expensive than standard taxis. They're the same, but they generally use larger or more luxurious sedans. Jumbo taxi vans can generally hold up to 8 people at once in the van, and this is around the same price as a deluxe taxi. Outside the airport arrivals, you'll be able to see that there are different taxi stands for each of these 4 different types of taxis. This is the most expensive but most convenient option, especially if you're arriving in larger groups, late at night, or you just got really heavy bags. But what I would highly recommend is wherever you're going, you have that address written in Korean down on a piece of paper, or you've got it on a map to show the driver. This helps make communication so much easier. Taxis in Seoul do accept credit card, but it's good to carry cash just in case. And if you're a little bit worried about the language barrier, fear not. You can always use a ride-hailing app such as Kakao Taxi to book yourself a ride in advance, so that will clear any confusion that you have. These apps often have an English interface, as well as you can see an estimated fare prior to you booking the taxi. Now that we've gone through the main options, let me give you some recommendations to help you choose which one is best for you. If you're in a hurry, I would definitely recommend the AREX Express Train. That will get you there in 45 minutes. If you're a little bit budget conscious like me and you want to save on those dollars, I'd highly suggest taking the AREX all-stop train. That's the cheapest at 4,751. If you have a little bit of overweight luggage, then I'd highly suggest taking the Limousine Bus, since there's a lot of space to fit all your luggage. But if you're looking for something a little bit more convenient, then taxis are definitely worth the money. So there you have it, 4 easy ways to get from Incheon Airport to Seoul Station. And if you're coming from a faraway way, then do not fret. Over here, you can watch 16 travel tips on how you can survive long-haul travel. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.